Let me ask you what you think about this, good, bad, or indifferent. Donald Trump seems to have his heart set on making Jeff Sessions the next Attorney General of the United States. My understanding is the only thing that stands in his way is approval of Congress, and considering that Congress is controlled by Republicans, many of whom would not have their jobs were it not for Donald Trump, chances are we may as well go ahead and consider it a done deal. It's just a matter of going through the formality. That is to say, it's almost 100% certain that Jeff Sessions is going to be the next Attorney General. So what? Well, so what is this? Jeff Sessions wants to prosecute so-called sanctuary cities. Sanctuary cities, as I'm sure you know, are cities that give refuge to illegal aliens. They will be prosecuted for doing that once Sessions becomes Attorney General, if he does what he says he's going to do. Not only will he prosecute them, but my understanding is that he will have the authority to deprive them of federal funding. Here's what we read in WashingtonTimes.com. From his first day in office, Mr. Sessions will have the power to strip some federal funding from sanctuary cities. Cities like, for example, Chicago. Thanks to rulings this year by Justice Department's Inspector General, who said federal law requires localities to cooperate with immigration agents, and who provided an initial list of a handful of the worst offenders. It goes on and it quotes Rosemary Jinks, who is identified as the government relations manager at Numbers USA. The sanctuary cities thing is huge. Where have we heard that before? Huge. I think most jurisdictions are going to fold like a cheap suit. And I know how that works because I've got cheap suits. One more paragraph, and then let's take a look at some statistics. Some sanctuary cities have already said they'll resist any effort to change their behavior. To which I say, let them lose their funding. See what happens. You know, I just wonder if Sessions will send in troops, National Guard. I'm not sure he has the authority to do that. Maybe so. Send in troops to arrest illegal aliens residing in sanctuary cities. Folks, that only needs to happen once. And the others, as Rosemary Jinks said, will fold like cheap suits. And of course, I'm just kind of guessing here, but I'm thinking that Soros, that is to say George Soros, may very well hire some rioters to run through the streets and break things, if that happens. They're being prodded by immigration rights advocates who are calling on Senate Democrats to deny Mr. Sessions the chance to be Attorney General, saying he represents a massive step backwards for the Justice Department. Now, having said that, keep in mind that cultural Marxism turns everything backwards. So when the left says backwards, think forwards. So when they say that Sessions will be a massive step backward, we need to think massive step forward, going in the right direction. All right. Here are some statistics. Let me go over to fake news site. I'm being facetious, sarcastic. Breitbart.com. This is an article that was actually published last year. According to Breitbart, between 2008 and 2014, if you're not sitting down, you might want to go ahead and sit down so you don't fall down. 40% of all murder convictions in Florida were criminal aliens. They say criminal aliens, I would say illegal aliens, but I think those terms are probably synonymous. They mean the same thing. In New York, it was 34%, and Arizona, 17.8%. Do you remember during the campaign that Donald Trump warned us that illegal aliens coming into the United States were criminals? Not all of them. Well, the fact that they're illegal alien makes them a criminal. But they are committing crimes above and beyond that after they get here. And everybody chided, well, not everybody, but the The real fake media chided him. And they said, oh, he's a racist because he's characterizing Mexicans as being criminals. All right, let's look at this statistic one more time. Between 2008 and 2014, 40% of all murder convictions in Florida were criminal aliens. That is to say, if they were not in this country, 40% of all the people who were killed during that time frame, 2008 to 2014, would still be alive, unless they died of some other cause. New York, 34%, Arizona, 17.8%. Folks, we absolutely positively have to be crazy, got to be out of our minds to let these people just walk across the Rio Grande. Now, keep in mind, let me just say this parenthetically, just to refresh your memory in case you haven't heard my past videos. We have in this country about 47,000 miles of interstate highway. If the federal government can build 47,000 miles of interstate highway, we can build a 2,000-mile wall to protect our country. It's a matter of national defense. During those years, 2008 to 2014, we're continuing on Breitbart. Criminal aliens accounted for 38% of all murder convictions in the 5 states of California, Texas, Arizona, Florida, and New York. 38% of all murder convictions in 5 states, while illegal aliens constitute only 5.6% of the total population of those states. It is safe to say, it's honest to say, that illegal aliens are committing a disproportionate number of violent crimes by a long shot. That 38% represents 7,085 murders out of the total 18,643. Let me go back and revisit what I said earlier, putting numbers to it. Were there no illegal aliens in this country, today there would be 7,085 people still alive who lost their lives because we are allowing illegal aliens to come into this country. Okay, play the devil's advocate. Say, well, if they were here legally, they may have still committed murders. Maybe so, but not to that extreme. See, what we're doing is basically we're saying it's okay to be illegal, okay to break the law, by virtue of the fact that they're here. We give them an effective license to violate the law. We're not going to prosecute you, not going to send you to prison, not going to send you home. So go ahead and do what you want. Okay, one more thing and we'll close out with this. That 5.6 figure for the average illegal alien population in those 5 states comes from the U.S. Census estimates. So those are government statistics. It's not something that somebody just made up like MSNBC. We know the real number is double that official estimate, yet even if it's 11%, it is still shameful that the percentage of murders by criminal aliens is more than triple the legal population in those states. So even giving them the benefit of a doubt, it's still horrific. That's the point. Okay, look at the picture of the guy to the left of your screen. Hope and pray every single day that this guy will become the next Attorney General. Why? Because he will save, no exaggeration, he will save literally thousands and thousands of American lives. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Share it on social media. You'll see the button underneath the video that says share to click on. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. In the lower right hand corner of this video, you'll see a button. It says subscribe. Mash down on that. And join the thousands of people who have already subscribed to this channel. And would like to know what you think about this, so share your comments in the comment section below.
Click the red button to subscribe.